It is Tuesday the 19th, and if you're wondering why I'm starting this so early, it's because throughout this week before BLFC and Ponyville Ciderfest, I am at Lake Tahoe. I got offered this stay here at this resort in exchange for going through a timeshare sales pitch, and I figured why not. We haven't had a family vacation in a while. And you know, BLFC is up in Reno, so which is not too far away, so I figured why not? Let's do this. I feel like my plan to attend BLFC for just one day is kind of dumb, but you know what? Might as well just try it. So I feel like I got here way too early. I mean, registration doesn't even open until 12. So just got something to eat and just got to make sure that this is still safe and sound. So if you remember, I posted on Twitter that I'd be auctioning off this original artwork of one of the Friendship is Magic comics. This one's done by Sarah Richard. It's issue number 71, cover B, I believe it is. Nice bubble wrapped for protection. Hopefully it should make it to Ciderfest.
Do you want to define what 621 is if these folks don't know?
I will gladly define. So, the 621 rule was coined by, what was his name? Dr. Joseph Brenner. None of you are going to look me up on this. He actually did. It first came around at a sci-fi convention called Worldcon. And what they did was they actually did quantitative tests to see just how little sleep a person can have to have the optimal amount of enjoyment. And what they did was they literally did at a science fiction convention, they did quantitative tests because they are nerds. They had some people sleep 3 hours, some people sleep 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. And they tried to see which of those people had objectively the most fun. And they discovered that if you sleep for 6 hours a day for 3 days, that is just enough sleep so that you will still be well rested, you're still going to be limber, you're still going to be able to enjoy your convention. But that is considered like the bare minimum. If you have less than that, you will not have a good time at the end of this convention, especially some of you people who this is maybe your first time ever actually doing something like this. Furry cons are very unique, but they're not the only thing in the space. So if you've been to an anime con, if you've been to a science fiction con, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that burnout at the end of the day. D2, that was yet another quantitative test. They wanted to see, like, if you only have one meal, or if you have a meal and a bunch of snacks, are you going to enjoy yourself? Your body needs fuel. You might not notice it, but you definitely will feel it. If you don't have 2 proper meals a day, I suggest lunch and dinner. Most people skip breakfast, that's fine. Get yourself a bagel, something easy. But if you have that, your body will have the fuel it needs so you can survive through the end of the con. And the one shower is just basic hygiene. I don't think they necessarily needed to do a shower test.
I mean, depending on which conventions you go, it's not even an unwritten rule. In code of conduct of some events, there is literally the people guarding the door at their option may perform a sniff test. So, if in your private life you want to be a musky husky, great, but you might not make it through the door looking like Pigpen.
So, it seems very, very weird and very, very silly that someone would have to define that 1 shower a day rule. But here's the rub that a lot of people don't seem to understand.
Phrasing.
Is this an 18 plus con?
Is this an 18 plus con?
No? Shame on you! 1.5% is still enough to get you drunk. Wait. Oh, you're talking about percentage of okay, never mind. So the trick that a lot of people don't realize is that you slowly start to get used to your own like what you smell like.
15 minutes.
Yeah, your body very, very quickly becomes a custom, and you might not notice that you've been running around and sweating more than much. Who here is not from this like elevation? Who here is from the lower areas? You are not going to realize it, but you are going to be sweating more. You are going to be perspiring more. You are going to be making those little smells more. And because you're slowly getting accustomed to that, you're not going to notice it. But I guarantee you the person next to you will. So I really do, it's actually imperative. You do need 1 shower a day. Don't listen to what those celebrities are starting to tell you. I understand that capitalism means we're going to run to a water crisis soon, which means that the elite's going to tell us to shower less. But until then, please shower once a day.
Oh my God, are we going to get to actually do the unwashed masses again?
Oh, it's going to be great. But yeah, so. Like seriously, that is the basics. That is the only hard and fast rules at a furry con, because a furry con is really Alkali, who's the person who usually does this, and we're the lesser performers.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I included myself in that list. Oh boy, yes. No, when the boss says I'm going to interject.
On the showers topic, a lot of people who don't live here. When you live here, you get used to it, but the humidity here is really, really, really low. So when you sweat, it all just disappears, and you never really get sweaty. So you don't realize how much you're sweating and how fast you're losing water, because it's all just disappearing before it even gets a chance to tell you that you're sweating. So it makes that problem even worse. It also makes you get dehydrated a lot faster. So please try to remember to keep up on drinking water too.
So on that topic,
we're in the desert.
Yeah, we are in a desert. One more time on the alcohol thing in particular.
Love you, Tycho.
Thank you, Tycho.
I love you, Dad. Wait, did I say that out loud? I need therapy.
Yes. Just a glass of water between each drink and you're fine. That's all you gotta remember. Do that, it's what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about things at this con. What else is unique about at this con?
That was what my well-scripted segue was about to go into.
You didn't have a script.
My script ran out, okay.
Never give this.
Great minds think alike.
I'm seeing some people trickle in. If you guys are interested in signing up, I still have 5 slots for the panel today.
Oh! Yeah. Oh! Oh! Audience matters.
Oh my God, why?
There is no seat in Baca.
Susie Backa.
Yeah, it'll be at least one competition.
Elevated drag X.
They're all back right here.
Everyone gets another hour.
That's a function from XE to XY. You're right.
And here we have what's behind the locked door the real estate agent refuses to show you. Not best.
One of the things I really like to do at the conventions is make friends with non-convention people in the elevator. They're like, so you're with the rainbow people? Yes, I am with the rainbow people. And it was so awkward. We came down in the elevator and I was standing next to Bears fans. With my Packer shirt on, and if you're local, you understand. I'm like, don't give me attitude, you're on my home turf. Second of all, you probably drove down with Illinois plates, you'll get yours. and you know, yes, we are with the rainbow people. We're just all about kindness. Soak it up and enjoy it while you can. I don't know, I think it's fun to do too.
And you said this is your home turf. You're from Wisconsin originally?
I am. I'm from about an hour and a half west in Verona, Wisconsin, where the Epic Health Electronic Medical Record Company is. Of course, when I was growing up, it was a giant cornfield, but now it's this huge company. So yeah, I absolutely love Wisconsin. It was so
a thing I didn't think I could do. And I also sang, which is another thing where I'm like, whoa, why do you want this? But it's very, well, singing out loud, I'm like, I guess that is pretty special. I didn't think it, the next day my body was awful, but it, breathe, it's always breathe. I love cheese.
Anyone else want to take that question?
Yeah, I see your brie and I raise you, and oh, my French is terrible. Port, S-A-U-L-T. Salt.
Salut.
What salut?
Porte salut.
The Canadians got
Je
my
veux
back
parler
on this one.
français.
Or a nice squeaky cheese curd.
I was gonna say squeaky cheese curd, not
You can
squeaky.
share my answer.
Squeaky cheese curd.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Don't you take squeaky cheese curd?
No, I think.
I swear to God.
No. The way I'm thinking about this question is if I could only have one type of cheese for the rest of my life, for the rest of my time on this planet, I would probably say like a good Salt Spring Island goat cheese. I love goat cheese, love some chèvre. You can throw that in a salad and all of a sudden it becomes palatable.
Yeah. Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain. Or I really love, I don't know, like A Moment Like This. That's my new one by Kelly Clarkson.
I think You Gotta Know by Atlantis. I crushed that one. Or Kickapoo by Tenacious D. Crushed that one.
Can we do tribute at some point?
Absolutely. I miss karaoke so badly. Every time I go to karaoke, someone in the back is like, musical theater kid.
Mine is What's Up by Four Non Blondes or Roxanne.
I don't do karaoke, but I like to think it would be Redneck Woman by Gretchen Wilson.
Okay.
It's my favorite kitchen song.
Nice.
I make my family every year on my birthday do karaoke. This is fun.
I'm just checking the schedule for when the pony karaoke is. I know that there is some this
Tonight.
It's tonight. Lovely.
No matter what comes, we will face the weather. We're apples to the core.
Well done.
You're a princess. You play your part. Well done. Well done.
Unicorns are super scary maniacs with horns like razors and tongues like tasers and teeth like tacks. They take your clothes and then they grind them into midnight snacks. The basic gist of it is unicorns are not okay.
Look, I know we're risking everything that we see. But no one in us will finish on the foot and blood. We're closer to the finish than we ever been. So we better take a leap and put our faith in. Get around here before we stop and see what happens. 'Cause we're running out of options and we're desperate to begin. You're gonna fit right in. If you say so, you're gonna fit right in. Now watch it. This is how a unicorn walks.
This isn't actually a rotary phone, it's actually a touch-tone phone, except it just looks like a rotary dial.
It's time to make history. Don't sit on the sidelines. So much to be living for. The path that we blaze, the love that we make, embark on history. It's time to get ready. Prepare for our lives ahead. Our eyes on the sky, we're hope in our hearts. It's time to make history. Don't sit on the sidelines. So much to be living for. The path that we blaze, the love that we make, and embark on history.
on the agenda, of course, is the movie screen, and we've got quite an audience here. Kind of checked out way too early last night. I was meaning to hit up some of the late night panels and maybe catch part of the concert, but I just kind of lied down in bed, wanting to sleep, or I should say, lie down in bed, thinking I was just going to rest a little bit, and then I fell asleep. But today's good. We got lots of good stuff happening.
Since the premise of the whole live menu is magic disappeared and all decor is in Egypt, was a cozy glow all along that stole the rest of the magic from her stone prison.
I like to think so.
We can all agree.
Is there someone in particular or something that you miss now that the show is over? Everybody. Yeah, just seeing. I mean, like, the show ends and then we get the pandemic. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I know.
And are we sure that one didn't cause the other?
That's no, we don't know. It ended in October 2019 and then like shit, this isn't magic, so 18 later, sorry.
Hello everybody. So first off, it's really great to see all of you again in person. With the spirit of Halloween coming up very soon, I wanted to know, did you ever have a favorite Halloween costume for when you were a kid or in early life?
I once dressed up when I was a kid, I was in high school, as Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2. And I walked around with the katana on my back for the entire day. I probably shouldn't have done that, but you know. It was fun. I enjoyed that costume.
Yeah, I got to be original Princess Leia with buns on the side of my head. And my hair was long enough to create actual buns, and it was, my costume was my leftover angel costume from the Christmas pageant the previous December. And my mom's like, this is easy, you're Princess Leia, boom, done. And I was so
Yeah, I got to be Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. It was awesome. It was so great. And also, I was a little cute lion when I was a little baby. At like peak cuteness. Peak cuteness. It was precious.
You're still at peak cuteness, I'd say.
Stop.
Yes, you are, Noel.
You're sure this was when you were little and not like last year?
It was this morning.
Yeah. It's just a teaser for this year.
I wanted to say, me and my cousin did like a Alvin and Brittany, Alvin and the Chipmunks costume. That was my favorite. However, I am remembering now in this fun little moment, I was Baby Bob and my other cousin was Barney when we were little, and it was pretty iconic. In fact, I had to text my mom after this and be like, find the costumes. I'm gonna try and fit into it. I won't.
Well, thank you guys very much.
I'm gonna butt in because I have a costume I'm very proud of. This was when I was in high school. I dressed myself up. It was basically just a big cardboard box. I told people I dressed up as a podium. They asked, well, what are you? And I said, oh, I'm the fear of public speaking. They asked, well, what does that mean? So I shouted, attention everyone! And then plopped down right in front of them and got a cue card they had to make a prompt from. It was miserable for everyone but me.
Now, for my judges report, I'm giving it up to Nurse Joker. We love his pretty stage performance. He did some excellent work up here.
For my judge's choice, Jessie Schlim as Queen Chrysalis.
And before we do our best in show, I have a special prize here for our best dog in show. And that goes to Spike, by Zeus, and Last Disc.
And he posted in like the general chat like, hey guys, everything's going so great. This is amazing. And then you're not, and so it's like a con rule, like you don't say that. Like people ask you how it's going, you never say like, it's fabulous, because then something falls apart. And so Charlie was like, everything's going great. And then everybody was like, no. And then like main events literally lost power and they had to bring an electrician in to fix it like the next day. So I don't know. For me, I think it was,
It was actually, I don't know if anybody knows Sleepy Pony, who I know is greatly involved in like the Ponyville FM, I think it is. Am I right on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, correct. He runs it.
That's what I thought, yes. Yeah, Sleepy was actually there, and I guess he has like electronic engineering background or something. It's been so many years, I'm probably getting details wrong, but he was actually instrumental in helping us get our power back, so thank you, Sleepy. But, yeah.
I think for me it was the threat that we had to deal with at Winnie City was probably one of the scarier things.
That was fun.
When you're trying to evacuate people and you don't know if it's real or not, and you're running into rooms to get people out because it's your job, but you're not sure what's going to happen or what you're going to find in that room. Like it was just a difficult, it was scary.
Does anybody not know what we're talking about? So
I don't want to say the word. We had a threat at Winnie City 17. Yeah, we had it kind of escalated. It started as a threat that maybe there was like a person on property who had something that could cause damage to the hotel, and then it escalated into like a full-on like somebody had put things in the hotel that was going to cause some serious damage, and we had to evacuate everybody immediately. And it was like evacuate now, and then the police are on their way. So it was the con staff that was sort of running into the concert and removing everybody, and we stayed in to be the last ones out, but like not knowing what was going to happen, that was a really scary feeling for a lot of us. I think it was difficult because you just didn't know. So you were hoping for the best and hoping it was just somebody who was making a poor life choice, and which is what it ended up being, but you just didn't know. So I think it was like the not knowing.
Yeah.
was a little bit scary, but our attendees handled that also amazingly. But there are a lot of conventions who have had to deal with a lot scarier things than we have. So
I'll tell you though, of all the things that of all the unpleasant things that I think I've had to do, which is not that many. I make it sound like there's so many, but there's not. But of all the unpleasant things I've had to do, having to like walk into like main events like in like the height of the concert at that convention, and like having to walk up stage and like and go like this and like have them cut the sound and then like stop people like in the middle of having like the time of their lives and say like, sorry, it's over now, you have to leave, and like shut it down was like one of the hardest things I've had to do. That was really rough. And
he cried a lot.
A little.
I think a lot.
Probably a lot. But yeah.
I'ma say what I say. Yes, I assert I can do this all day. Make the sun rise like Celestia's day. Make the sun rise in Celestia's face. Yes, I assert like Iron Will down on the earth. Like Fluttershy, no one gets hurt. Yes, I assert, put in my hooks in the dirt. Run it, I'm putting in work. I speak in rhymes like I'm cursed. I speak in tongues like I'm cursed. I speak in tongues like the joke. Let's make the crowd go berserk. Yes, I assert, get in my way and get smoked. Team Tempo goes cause we howl like the everfree. Poison joke, everfree melody, heavenly. Rhymes like Sakura, the potion, the remedy. Evil is lurking to mess with the harmony. Harmony running my veins like the arteries. Pardon me, but you'll get smoked if you start with me. Yeah, you'll get smoked if you start with me. Yeah, Pony Abbott, we on the beat. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, man, it feels good to be back on stage.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Here's how this is gonna go. If I mess up and I don't remember a lyric, I'm just gonna freestyle because we're gonna keep it going. Gotta keep the energy, yeah?
I'll be a hype man, don't worry about it.
Alright. Alright, cool, let's get this. Ooh! You guys are ready for this? Yeah. Pumpkin Harvest was a farmer that grew up in Canterlot. Had a lot of stuff to do, was picking pumpkins by the crop. Nightmare moon was coming soon, the moon was up and way up top. The blood running through his veins turned blue, it was 8 o'clock. Feeling kinda strange, going insane, slowly throwing fangs, let his brain right off the chain. Claws in the walls, he was blacking out, made his way out in the night, feeling really strange. The very next day, he woke up in Ponyville, every pony locked away, they said the wolf had came. Describe what they saw, what had happened, claws on the walls, sits and imagines and remembers it all. Late in the night, had him howling at the moon. Yeah, late in the night, in the dark, he consumes. Yeah, late in the night, had him howling at the moon. Yeah, late in the night, in the dark, he consumes. Yeah, late in the night, had him howling at the moon. Yeah, late in the night, in the dark, he consumes. Yeah, late in the night, had him howling at the moon. Yeah, late in the night, in the dark, he consumes. I'ma go and eat the moon. I'ma go and just consume. Coming soon. This is Pony Ab on stage, and you know how we do. Keep it true. Yeah. Woo.
What the hell?
2020.
Boxing and cross people from me, yeah. Alright. Yeah, my boy, let's go.
before, but lately I've had a sudden burst of inspiration that some of you may be able to relate to. So here's something a little new.
And it's something true to pass on down to generations yet to come. And we'll never stop believing in the generosity of the friendships we've won. And because the love for every single living creature is something that is real. Friendship happens so naturally. And I used to wonder what friendship could be.
Now you're mine! Now with preposterous amounts of testosterone! Preposterone!
This is like an unknown niche community. Hardcore knitting fandom. I think they're over at the convention center this weekend. Oh yeah.
How to get the guy at the kayak rental place to say, yeah, just keep it.
I feel like those are really good answers. That was a scene. Katrina earns it. Top of it. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah. Faster. Those are both really good. Argo versus Cole. Who's going to take it? Lupo versus Argo. For anyone at the script reading panel yesterday, I feel like that was some Midwestern passive aggressiveness. We're having a good time. Recount versus Cole.
going every time one of these amazing cosplayers comes out to walk this runway for you.
All I really need is a smile, smile, smile from the second breath of I'd like to see you grin. Awesome. I'd like to see you rock. Turn up. It's always easy. Your power. And next up, let's give a big round of applause for an original character by that yipping furry, and it's Percoma. It is a lot of fluff on the pen. out of this world. Let's get some hoof stomping out there going in the crowd. Let's hear those hoof stomps. Because we're bringing up Yona by that Yona won Best in Show Cosplay at our final MSP MLP convention. Correct? That was the right one? Was it Ciderfest? She's a winner in so many things I don't remember. Best in Show, Yona!
Lilac Nova or Sapphire Harmony, depending on which OC she's using. All right, next up I'm gonna get our Pinkie Pie. This is Abby. Abby has been spiked with us all weekend, but today she is Pinkie Pie. Abby is also an amazing photographer and does a lot of our pony photos for us. All right, next up and last but not least, I'll get our Fluttershy.
One of our other community guests with her punk rarity, Starfall Cosplay.
We sat like way in the back. We could see the whole theater. We were the only adult males in there.
Oh boy.
The only one
sitting in the back.
Sitting way in the back.
Normal. Totally normal.
Yeah, sitting way in the back. Just and it was a pretty small theater and whatnot. But I remember I'll never forget this. We were watching the movie. Everything's all hunky dory. And it's the scene where they just get done singing "We Got This Together," which is my favorite song in the movie. And you know, whenever like all the ponies are like starting to look over their shoulder, and you see the blimps coming on the horizon,
and the Nintendo 64 graphics coming flying.
Our first glance up. Uh oh, here comes the Storm King or whatever. As that's happening, there's this high squeaky voice from a little girl who couldn't have been any older than like 5 or 6 years old, from like the very front of the theater. She shouts at the top of her lungs, "That's the bad pony! She's not nice!"
That's a future Brony analysis. You know?
Yes.
That was solid commentary. That was solid.
It was. And so that's one of two things that happened in that theater. That's the first one. My personal favorite, just because like it blindsided all of us, was there was this woman who took her 4 kids to go see this movie, and when you can tell someone is just not into it, she's very much like there for her kids, and that's it. Like she spent the whole I could see her in the corner of my eye. She spent the whole movie just arms crossed, like I'm not impressed, or like I'm not impressed, or I just can't wait to get out of here. So it was like, look, if this isn't your thing, fine. There's nothing I can say that's gonna change that.
This isn't Blindside.
But like she's just there, like just you can tell it just is it over? Is it over? Stone faced throughout the whole movie, not saying anything until the very end, whenever we learn Tempest's real name is Fizzle Pop Berry Twist. This woman loses it. She did like I'm gonna cover my mouth so I don't spit everywhere, but she does like that. And just explodes in the theater.
That was the one that got her.
And I start laughing because she's laughing. Lux starts laughing because of the whole thing, and it was just amazing. So yeah, that's how Loudesdale saw the G4 movie.
under it, I had a set of Starlight Glimmer pants, just fully like covered Starlight Glimmer pants. It went with a hoodie, and I looked like the Starlight equivalent of like Green Man out there. The problem was, I did not, this was my choice, I fully admit, I did not tell anybody I was going to do this. I did not tell any of the con chairs, any of security, any of staff, any of the audience. Didn't even tell Ace. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a great gag. Nobody will know.
I'll get a standing ovation for this one.
Yeah, right. Hey, but here's the thing. I did. Before the standing ovation, there is a palpable sound of absolute dread from everybody in that room. Because the problem is, I should have had tearaway pants. You know, you take one quick woof. There's not enough time to express horror in that second. It's one swift motion. With what I did, there was undo belt, undo button, undo zipper. As you can imagine, that looks like a very different scene. So, the suspense, it was unfortunate. It was 3 very methodical motions instead of one swift one.
Give people a lot of time to think about the man on stage want to be
what's about to happen, exactly.
But Sarah, are we about to see some next level confidence?
Right. So afterwards, I had staff come in and be like, oh, that was so, I was like, oh, hey, yeah, that was me. They're like, oh yeah, that was funny. And I'm like, yeah, it was pretty good. They're like, don't ever do that again unless you tell us, because you were 3 seconds away from being full body tackled by security. and without fail, every con staffer, whether it's Harmony Con, Trot, Ponyville Ciderfest staff has told me too, whenever that's brought up and they're in a chat, they're like, yeah, that was pretty funny. Let us know if you're going to do it, because otherwise you're getting tackled. And it's like, yeah, I know. And yeah, let that be a word of warning. If you ever plan on taking your pants off at opening ceremonies,
communication.
Right, communication. Make sure there's another thing under it too.
Yes, I would actually put that above.
That's a disclaimer.
I would actually put that above communication.
That's top priority.
So you're making eye contact with anyone in the crowd while you were doing that?
Yeah, I had to stare them down. You know,
it's always a process to go through in like picking the charity, because we want to make sure that it goes to a good place and that we're picking an organization that we want to work with, that we want to be associated with. And it just worked out really well that the Humane Society has a chapter right here in Milwaukee. They're they seem to do really good by the animals that they're committed to taking care of. And yeah, I'll let them tell you a little bit more about it. Please say hi to Linda from the Wisconsin Humane Society. Give her a good round of applause.
My first question is, how many of you here have pets? Raise your hand. All right. My next question is, how many of you carry a picture of your pet with you? Yes, you're my kind of people. My name is Linda J. Gatton, and I have been a volunteer at the Wisconsin Humane Society for 13 years. I started off giving baths in 2008 to the 1,632 dogs we got from a puppy mill that shut down in Wisconsin. And I have to tell you that that changed my life forever. And I did that for 10 years, and guess what, folks? They discovered I could talk. So that's why, seriously, on behalf of the animals, the staff, and the volunteers of the Wisconsin Humane Society, we cannot thank all of you enough for choosing us as your designated charity this year. We are very proud to be 4-star rated on Charity Navigator, so I can assure you that your dollars and cents go to the animals. Just at the Milwaukee campus alone on 45th in Wisconsin, right down the road, we have over 3,000 volunteers. And I am so proud to be one of them. We have 5 shelters now. We cover Racine, Milwaukee, Ozaki, Brown, and Door counties. We have the largest wildlife rehabilitation hospital in the entire state of Wisconsin. Yes! And we have taken care care of everything from mice and chipmunks to hawks and eagles and a great snowy owl who somehow lost his way and got a little too far south. But we also operate a dedicated spay-neuter clinic in the city of West Dallas. So if you know anyone who needs low-cost spay-neuter services, if you need low-cost vaccine services, we can provide that for you. We also have our Furry Friends Food Bank, which we are very proud of. You need help feeding your companion animal, come on into our Milwaukee campus and we'll help you out. We also have a partnership with the Sojourner Truth Family Peace Center, that anyone who is in an unsafe environment, we will have specially trained foster families that will take care of your companion animal while you receive the help that you need from the Sojourner Truth Family Peace Center. We are also very proud to offer what we call Pets for Life. There's an entire zip code in the city of Milwaukee that has not one veterinary clinic, has not one pet store where they can buy pet food. We have staff and volunteers that go door to door and reach out to people in need and say, how can we help you? How can we help you keep your companion animal in your home? That is our #1 goal, to do everything we can so that your companion animal can remain in your home, be well fed, be vaccinated, have health issues taken care of. So let's hear it for Pets for Life. It's an amazing, amazing program.
So,
once again, I would like to say thank you, and thank you for choosing us as your charity.
Well, the deep applause for
Thank you, Trina.
So, we have here, it's even better than a pizza, it's an empty pizza box. It's a story. You tell the story.
Okay, I'll try to do this as dramatically as possible. So last night in the green room, a certain Cole Howard and Raquel Del Monte were hungry. So the legendary Tails went and got them Domino's at 1 a.m. Cole, not having drank anything at all that night, was given this pizza box to hold, and immediately the wind blew, it fell out of his hands onto the ground, and all of the pizza except for one slice was lost. Yes. We screamed, we cried. There was that scene from Midsummer where we're all crying together. It was a time. And Foley, the amazing Foley, was like, hey, we should sign this and tell everyone about that moment where we lost the pizza. There was a single pineapple in there. If anybody wants that, I signed it. It's probably gone by now. Pineapple on pizza! They belong together.
So we found something that yaks are worst at, pizza toppings. So that's 2 party fouls I've committed today, a third and they'll throw me out of the car. Well, the night is young. I believe though that you're willing to sweeten the deal, depending on what this goes for and what the winning bidder wants, since you haven't had much chance what haven't you done much of this convention?
You know what I wore today? My smashing shoes. If someone wants, I will shatter this pizza box with them on this stage together. It's great. Or you can pay more and I won't smash it. I don't know. Well, see what we're going to figure out.
It's not extortion if it's for charity. Where do we want to start the bidding off? $50? 50? 50? 30? 50? 50? 50? Because I'm seeing hands at 50. We've got 1 hand there, 2 hands there, 3, 4. Okay, we're about 60 then. 70, 80, 90, 290, 100 there. 110 for this completely empty pizza box. 120 to decide the fate of this pizza box. 130 there. Oh, hand there, thank you very much. 150. Oh, you really want this pizza box, don't you? All right, what about 175 then? 200 then. Out at 200, still strong at 200. Out as well, so we're in at 200 then. I'm curious, what are your plans for the box? There's one back where? The lights. They're loaded. Ah, thank you, okay. So 225 then. What about 250? 275? 300. Oh my, 325? Can we get some dramatic music for this? Because this is getting down the wire here. We're at 350. 375. 400. 425. 450. 475. Both holding strong. We're at 500 for this totally empty pizza box. But a great story that you might get to smell. Okay. Alright. What about 525? 550. Out at 525. Still in at 525. Once in at 525. Are you going to have it smashed or not? Oh yeah, you'll have the chance to smash it with Yoda right on stage at 525. Absolutely. 525 going once. 525 going twice. 525 so.
Very, very special, very, very near to my heart. I'll take care of this magic after everything's been paid for. It's above ground. After it's paid for, I want to make sure. The animals need their money.
Animals need love.
And cold hard cash. How many of you were at the GOH script reading yesterday?
What was that? Oh, I beg your pardon. I have denied the mic to Sonny Westbrook. That is my third party film. Goodbye, everyone. Sorry.
So, yesterday, I produced a script that was read by our wonderful, wonderful guest of honor. It was a very, very fun time. I worked incredibly hard on these scripts. This has been somewhere between 50 and 60 hours of work into it, all over the past, like, 3 weeks.
Well, and you did a bang-up job because you have 4 characters from a show to work with, and we don't always necessarily make sense together. We're not a harmonious combination.
You're telling me?
Yeah, so you've done good. You've done real good with this script. So it's an anime, basically would be a 22-minute episode featuring Cozy, Yoda, Terra Mark, and Ruffle. And of course, Fizzy Face.
Looks like someone got Sorry, you're right. It's full of brown pony hooves. Totally 100% real brown pony hooves. Cozy Glow got a little hungry backstage. And they're crunchy and delicious. So for this twisted, messed up box, signed by all 4 of our guests of honor, let's start the bidding at $5. That's a steal. $5. That's what I'd like to see. $10. $20. $30.
Charles Ciderfest, as I've been calling them on social media. And we also have 2 more. One of the we got some signed by all of the wonderful, as many musicians and artists as we could bribe or coerce to sign these. And of course, we have a mayo jar signed by all the community guests here at Ponyville Ciderfest 2021. Thank you.
All but one.
Oh.
There are 2 foods in the world that if Celestia herself came down from on high and said that the fate of Equestria relies on you, Wallpapers, eating these foods, unfortunately my response would be, well, you had a good run, it's time for G5, because I don't eat mushrooms and I do not eat mayonnaise. However, I will sign this bottle under protest.
Can you subtitle it under protest?
Under protest. Anyone else under 200? Got a few players 200. 210, 220, 230, 240, 250. It is very, very adorable, folks. 275, 300. Got a few under 300 still. 325. Are you in? Into 325? 310? I got a 310 here? Sorry, are we thinking on 310? Be careful when you shout numbers, because then I interpret things. Alright, we have 3 and a 300. Anyone for 300 for this adorable, adorable pony? Right here, 2. Alright, $300. 301. 302. 3, 4, 5, 6. 306 is the exact amount of money people are willing to pay for this pony. Oh, one more over here, alright. 310. 310. Going once. Going twice. Sold for $310.
Anybody in the back, holler! 200 going once, going twice, sold!
Next up. Not a little trinket from the script reading yesterday. A little bit smaller, but something that might be near and dear to your hearts. Who here likes reading? Sometimes you have to read in the dark. Yesterday, we had one of the special effects during the script reading where the lights cut out, and in order to have our wonderful guests of honor be able to keep reading, I bought them these little reading lights, which they have generously donated to the convention. They are little reading lights, and they are all signed by our 4 guests of honor. You attach them to books. You can attach them to whatever you want. Just little clippies. The light is actually very, very bright. Ow. And they are signed again by all 4 of our guests of honor. 3 of them are silver. 1 of them is black. Signed by Sunny Westbrook because cozy is edgy. So let's start the bidding for these at $5. So, signed by 50. I hear 50. $50. $60. Do I hear 70? How about $80? $90. $90. Signed by all 4 of our guests of honor.
There are floor lights!
There are in fact 4 lights. $100. $100 for the lights signed by our guests of honor. 110. 120. 130. We got a couple of players still. 140. 150. 160. 160? Were you in at 160? Who's in at 150 then? 150? Right here? You two both in at 150? Okay, 151. 152. Oh, we've got some wheeling and dealing going on. Yeah, what could they be discussing? Something villainous? Something wonderful? Something that's going to raise a bunch of money? What's it? What's your bid at? 150? Alright, anybody else at 150? If not, going once, going twice, sold for the lot of them.
Humana. Oh, baby, what could it be? Oh,
Incredible minimum banner, ladies and gentlemen, signed by each and every one of us on our very own hands. And one of my better signatures, which I'm quite proud of.
I would say this is probably each of our best signatures.
I would say so too.
Look at that, all weekend, we've been practicing and then look, our best signatures could be yours for, do I hear prices? How do auctions work? Let's go down here, you see it? Yeah, we went, someone's got money.
Let's start at, how about $50? Come on, who can pay $50?
Let's do $50 is a steal. $50.
A lot of people want to pay $50. How about $60? $70? How much? $200? Yeah, we got $200 here. Oh, a lot of people want to do this for $200.
What about like a $250?
We got a $250. Anybody got a $250? A lot of $250.
We still got $250. All right, $275. We got $275. Excellent, we're going up. How about $325? $325. Thank you very much. What my plans are. Now that matters. We got $325. We got still hands up for $325. But we can do more.
We can do more.
We can do more.
What about what was after $325? $350? $350.
Wow, $350.
You got $350. How about $400?
Forget it. $400.
We're just gonna jump to $400.
We got $400. Oh, we still got a couple hands up for $400. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can still do 450.
450.
450, hands in the air, ladies and gentlemen.
We got some 450.
450, 450. Let's go up to $500. $500. One more time. One more time.
500.
That's 2 zeros out of 5, but not in that order. All right, we still got hands up. Oh boy, all right, now we're looking at 550. Add up 5 to the equation.
550.
We still got hands in the air for 550.
Okay. I think, hey, I have a crazy idea. I think we should say 600 and see what happens.
All right, let's go. Let's give it a shot. You want to say it? Okay.
Hey everyone, thanks for holding 600. We got a 600.
$600.
That's a 6, a 0, then another 0.
Still got 2 hands in the air. Oh boy. All right. One more discussion. One more.
Okay. 600.
All right. After much discussion, I think 650 is the next number I'm looking for. 650. Still 2 hands in the air. Unbelievable. All right. 800. We got $800. Ladies and gentlemen, 800 in the air. 800. Going once.
Going twice.
800 going thrice. And it is so. Let's see. $800. Thank you ever so much. What an insane and wonderful offer. My goodness. Yes. It is as tall as Raquel. And
I think it's taller than me. Ooh.
And it was on the wall with her.
Nice. Yeah,
Unbelievable. Wow.
Hey, Cole and I are so excited that you guys welcomed us with open arms, our first pony convention in person.
It was so nice to come out here and watch my friends glow, and watch the community glow, and watch everybody just enjoy the time and enjoy everyone's energy. And I fed off of it so much to the point where I'm going to sleep for 112 hours consecutively. It is going to be one of my best memories that I'm going to hold on to for a long time. Thank you so much, every one of you.
Yes, give yourselves a big biggest round of applause. Forget us, we're just a couple of chumps from Canada. Look at all of you.
Turn it up, yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's a little national.
Did you guys get some good pictures of Cole and I in our,
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Honey, could they take that picture of us?
Looking like a kitty in the cookie. All right, can we start the bidding? This lovely shadow box. Very difficult to assemble, very high quality, beautiful box as well. Let's start the bidding at $30. Who'll give me $30 for this wonderful piece of art? Excellent, got a couple for 30. How about for 40? How about $50? 60. Can I have 70, 80, 90, $100 for this beautiful box? Looks like I got 2 at 100. Anybody else? Thank you, Fiora. Up one here as well. Do I have 110? I got 110 over here. Looks like one player at 110. We are going once, going twice. Sold for 110.
This is a lovely piece of hand brush with a tennis ball added for a little shield on the unicorn board. So, who's going to show me how a unicorn bids? I got a hand, what are you at?
100.
100. Got one hand, 2 hands. 3. All right, let's go. 110, 120, 130, 200. Still got 2 in at 200. 220, 240. Got 1 in at 240. Anybody else? 240 going once.
Round it up to 250 for good measure.
Original art for Fem Comic number 77, Variant B by Sarah Richard. It is completely framed, and it is the actual original SketchUp, which means they drew this with, pencils and all these wonderful things that we don't normally use as modern artists, we usually do digital. Who wants to start this at $100? I got 1, 2 and 100, all right? 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. Got one, anybody else? 160 going once, 160 going twice. Got one? 170, 180, is that play option tennis? 180. 180 going once, 180 going twice. Soul upright.
So this is a one-of-a-kind custom flag made and donated to the auction by Gearwork. Say hi, Gearwork. Yep, we've got the...
Oh my God, Sunny wrote Mayo is power. That's really good.
So before we get this started, would I be able to, I know they're probably very busy, but I would love to have our friends from the Wisconsin Humane Society join us back up on stage for this last item. Is that something that we can do? Are they available to come up? I'd love for them to say hi.
I don't believe they heard us.
No, I don't think so either.
What? No? Anybody over there in that corner? People are talking on microphones. Turn around.
Okay, they are going to make their way over, because I'd love to have them say a few words. It's always really exciting when we have a charity for the first time. And if we tell them, we're going to have you come, we're going to do a charity auction, they're probably like, oh, okay, well, man, we'll give maybe $1,000 or $1,000. And then this happens.
Will you help them?
And it's always fantastic. Yes, Cameron. I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
If you could please give another huge round of applause for Linda from the Wisconsin Humane Society.
I have to say that Angela and my partner in crime over here, we are overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed at your generosity, and the love that's in this room is so strong. You can feel it. I can feel it right in my heart. I think, like what happened with the Grinch, my heart has grown 12 sizes today. Thank you.
out and we were like, come to Available Pony Convention. So she did some research and she watched some shows, and because of her librarian background, her like spirit pony is Twilight Sparkle, so she has like identified with the pony officially.
Thank you so much, and I know I speak on behalf of every single animal that has ever come through our doors of the Wisconsin Humane Society and the ones who will. We could not do what we do without all of you and your generosity, whether you donate, foster, adopt, spread the word about our work. Each and every one of you has a part in what we do, and what we do is save lives. So thank you, thank you.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do what we normally do with this wonderful donation. And we're going to do this in two parts. So the first will be a normal auction, and this is to see who takes home this one-of-a-kind autographed piece of Ciderfest history.
Watch your way.
It's very flowy. And then we'll do this in a second part, where we, anybody who wants to participate in a group photo, let's say you've just got a little bit left in whatever your auction budget was, sitting in your wallet, and you want to throw something in, we'll basically say, like, anybody who wants to take part in a group photo that we will be in, and we will invite, you know, our representatives from the Humane Society to be in the photo with us, and then that'll be the second round, and it'll just be a way to see if we can get that, that total number up just a little bit higher. How's that sound? Yeah? Owner of the flag. This will be part one. I'll turn it back over to our wonderful auctioneers.
Because we don't know how to auction as con-chairs. It's definitely not one of our strong suits in life.
Recommended starting is $200 for the flag.
Oh, the hands go up.
All right. $250. $300. $350.
Oh my goodness.
$400. $450. $500.
Oh my God.
$600. $700. $800. I got one hand, two hand, three hand. Anyone else? All right, we're gonna keep going. $900. $1,000. Ponyville Ciderfest. It has been a fun weekend this weekend. Also, Verity, what are you doing here?
Has anybody seen my shin? 160? Oh man. Alright, never mind.
Did you donate shin to the auction?
I have an approximate number to give you. And here's what I'm going to say. It is going to be lower than you expect. And here's why. Especially if you're comparing this to our experiences at a previous venue. That is a much bigger open area, you know, and so the same number of people there compared to here is going to feel like more people just because it's more hollow, it's less nature, you know what I mean? So, that being said, our approximate preliminary attendance number for this year is 820. The thing is, they follow we are over time. I'd really like to get back up again.
It is 6:28, 29 right now.
And wonderful, it's raining. Closing ceremony ended just in time. I actually need to head all the way back down to the train station by 6:40 is when apparently the last bus leaves. I thought there was another bus at like 9 or something, but apparently not today, maybe because it's Sunday. But I mean, it should only be a 5-minute walk down the street, so hopefully nothing gets too wet in here.